Okay, good morning. Thank you for being here. I'm Jessie Burgart, and I'm reading The Art of Focus by Dan Koe, 3 pages a day. All right, it's day 30, and let's jump in, okay? With time, you'll realize that selfishness and selflessness are two polar ends. They cannot be separated like oil and water. They are constantly mixing according to the situation at hand. People have been conditioned to think that selflessness in and of itself is the highest good. In reality, conscious selfishness will always come full circle into selflessness. From the highest perspective of the universe, you and other are not separate. You are one. And through self-actualization, you benefit the world more than the person that gives out of the unconscious selfishness disguised as absolute selflessness. If you haven't developed yourself in any capacity, your current purpose and the ones following will increase in meaning as you solve your own problems. Start with what's right in front of you. Are you overweight and sluggish? Do you hate your job? Are you dealing with relationship issues? Is your mind a storm of negative thoughts and emotions? You must confront what's causing the most pain in your life, dance with that pain, and create a plan to solve the problem. When you solve that problem, not only will you build momentum into the next, but other problems will become easier to solve. This is not a linear process. Your problems are a tight knit web that binds you to your current situation. Problems don't exist on their own. Life is hierarchical, and there are two types of hierarchies. The first is a dominator hierarchy. This is what gives the term a bad reputation. Dominator hierarchies reflect in nature. The alpha ape is at the top of the pyramid. He has his pick of women, food, and other resources. The wisdom of nature reflects in mental constructs like society, most prevalent in corporate jobs. The wisdom of nature reflects in mental constructs like society, most prevalent in corporate jobs. Sorry, I didn't read that. There are fewer people with more power at the top, and fewer people with more power at the bottom. You can try to climb the ranks with your conditioned beliefs of hard work and doing what you're told, but the probability of reaching the top is minuscule. You must develop and earn with the creative ability of your mind. That is how you create your own hierarchy or game within the system itself. The common trait of dominator hierarchies is that they are not natural. They are characterized by a pathological unit of that hierarchy attempting to dominate the rest. Like a cancer cell attempting to replicate within the body, these hierarchies eventually self-destruct unless the pathological unit is healed or reintegrated into the natural hierarchy. The second type of hierarchy is a natural or actualization hierarchy, best illustrated through creative emergence that transcends and includes its parts after a period of struggle, conflict, or pain, like matter to plants, to animals, to humans, or an atom to molecule, to cell, to organism, or word to sentence, to paragraph, to book. Natural hierarchies continue to push toward evolution through emergence and inclusion. If the parts within the emergent whole are forgotten or destroyed, the whole ceases to exist. We can think of this under the lens of the fundamental hierarchy, physical to biological, to mental to spiritual. If we do not care for the ecology or environment that we evolved from, we are literally committing suicide, and it is impossible for humans to exist without the inclusion of biology beyond the vessel that we call our body. By harming the biology or physical, we are harming ourselves, and not by seeking and not and by not seeking to connect with the spiritual, something greater than ourselves, we are preventing our personal to collective evolution. Life is a process of self-reflection and problem solving in a way that makes survival meaningful by increasing your level of mind to solve better problems. So we must use our purpose to create an actualization of hierarchy from the top down. We must pursue a purpose while integrating the aspects of our past, both positive and negative, that creates the character we use to navigate and the subjective world. And if we don't, or we attempt to destroy that part of our past, the ramifications can be deadly. The path of mastery that will help you achieve your purpose is a series of goals that create clarity, frame your attention, and repel distractions. If your purpose is to improve your body, create a big overarching goal that you can tack on to your vision for the future. Get detailed, specific, and reasonable as to how it will impact your life in more areas than health. How will that one lifestyle puzzle piece ripple through your life, your family's life, and the lives of your community, customers, and anyone that comes into contact with you? With the notebook you pulled out earlier, break this big goal or purpose into a clear path to gain clarity on your priority actions. The more detailed you are, the better. Spend time writing out yearly, monthly, weekly, and daily goals that will actualize the accompanying purpose. Don't get caught in the technicalities of goal setting. Be specific, be actionable, be vain if you want to. Your purpose will evolve as all things do. And when it does, set aside time to repeat this clarity generation process. Now that you've set a big, deconstructed goal for one domain of your life, we want to set a few more to help bring clarity to your vision for the future. Health, wealth, relationships, and happiness are the 4 domains that allow you to master your survival. Create a big goal for each to bring added brushstrokes to the painting of your future. You don't have to act on these immediately because that may overwhelm you, but they are useful for broadening your perspective. From that perspective, you can challenge yourself on the mental plane to open your mind in each situation to view problems from the lens of your higher self. As you begin to go about your days, hold your purpose and written path in your mind. When a choice must be made, put effort into making the one that aligns with your vision. By investing mental energy in your goals, you will begin to forge the system that will carry you to success. If this sounds too time-consuming or difficult, I would ask you to question a distraction attempting to penetrate your mind at this moment. Nothing is more important than your potential. Not your phone, not the TV, not anything that is begging to stimulate your brain's reward system right now. The purpose, life, and priority framework is universally applicable to your life, human behavior, and social dynamics like business, dating, and communication. In any situation, you either set or remind yourself of a meaningful goal to broaden your own or find a shared perspective with others. From that perspective, you can solve problems for profit, love, communication, and other forms of conscious, personal, and mutual benefit. We will discuss the application of this framework in business in later chapters. When a goal is made conscious and an intention is set, and you are able to perceive that situation from the lens of that goal, like how a healthy individual is able to say no to a tempting dessert because their survival of their identity depends on that situation. The potential death of who they are is more important than a 10-second indulgence in a treat. That's all for today. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Have a fabulous day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning at 7:45 here on YouTube.